What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I hope that you all are doing well. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing Twisted Love by Ana Huang. If you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Mangi. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button to join the family and make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload. And without any further ado, we're going to hop right into today's video. If you couldn't tell, I'm very excited. But I do want to say one thing. The camera, cell phone that I normally use to film is no longer in my possession. I do have access to it, but it's not mine anymore. It's my mom's now. And yeah, so now I have two devices and I'm going to try to figure out which one works better, because I'm looking at this one, like the camera here looks so much better, but it looks better. I don't know, it's just a wild thing because I did get this phone. This is a Huawei Y63. It's not even written on the back. I thought it was. It's a Y63, Nova Y63, and the one that I'm filming on is a Nova 11i. I've had this one for a while, and my biggest problem was space, and I've had this one for all of 2.5, almost 3 weeks, and I've done vlogs on it, but of course vlogs and sit down videos are not the same. But anyway, we're gonna hop right into today's video. If you couldn't tell, I'm very excited, and I'm more excited because I just finished the last book to this series. So I just finished the book last night. Today is Tuesday, the 11th of November, and I finished that book actually this morning because it was a little bit past midnight when I finished the book, but I only updated it this morning on my Goodreads, which go follow my Goodreads. Let's be friends on Goodreads if you're also on Goodreads, and you can see all the books that I'm reading. So I need to pull out all my notes. So I read this book from the 29th of August to the 5th of September, which is 8 days, which it's a big deal because I don't think I've ever read a book that fast. And I thought I had read everything very fast, but 8 days was my personal record because I've never read a book that fast. And it's not even a tiny book. It's got, I want to say 300 and almost 360 pages, and I finished all of this. This book is 300 pages and I finished it in 8 days. I don't know, I don't think I remember what was going on around this time, but I guess I wasn't very busy and I didn't have a lot to do, or I neglected my responsibilities to read this book. This book was absolutely wonderful. I loved it. I was definitely in the mood to read a lot during this time, I remember. This book, being the first book in the series, was extremely good. Hold on. So I love this book. This book was good. It was great. I had absolutely zero complaints about this book, also because this is the very first book by Ana Huang that I've read, so it was lovely discovering a new writer. This book was incredible. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This book was incredible. It was the first time in my life that I understood why people annotate their books. It was the first time that I understood why people annotate the books, and I was like, I see it. I see the appeal to annotate because it was so cool. But now I don't like annotating books. I don't like notes in my books. I don't like people writing things in my book. The only thing that I'm okay annotating is my Bible, mainly because that's for studying the word, right? And I understood for the first time why people annotated their books. And I remember making notes with like little post-its and those little tabs. I remember making a few notes throughout that, but I will go in depth about this a little bit later on. If should I find it necessary, I'll go through it again and go through all my annotated things. This is just an overview of the review. If I want to go, if I'm feeling it, I'll go deeper. I'll go pick apart the characters. Okay, so this is just a general review, of course, for anyone who wants to read the book, or for anyone who wants to kind of get, this is without spoilers. So if I go through the annotated things, there'd be a lot of spoilers, and I'm not trying to spoil it for anyone. But maybe I'll make a video with the spoilers, but I'm trying to avoid that because some people have no self-control, much like myself. If somebody says something has a spoiler in it, I will watch it despite knowing that it's going to ruin it for me. It's a nightmare. Let's talk about the main characters, okay? She is Ava Chen and he is Alex Volkov. I hope I said that right. He's Russian. Anyway, this girl is gentle, she's creative, she's a lovely, bubbly person who loves everyone around her and absolutely is loving life. And him, on the other hand, he is very smart, very intelligent, has a very high IQ. I forgot what IQ they said he had, but he had a very high IQ. But he's also very pessimistic and antisocial. He is a stonewall. He is emotionally just non-existent, basically. He's frozen. It's just crazy. And this, I would say, owes to the tragedy that he has faced. He faced a tragedy as a young child, and it just shaped who he was. And after finding out what had happened, I was like, oh, makes sense. Makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. But this girl is also plagued or haunted by a past that she does not clearly remember. Right? And it bothers her. At least the way that she remembers it in the beginning, it bothers her, which is something huge. It's something huge. I would be bothered too. And when it turns out that it's not that way, oh gosh, does the world come crashing down. But I'm not gonna ruin it. Anyway, they are complete opposites. This is a Sunshine versus Grumpy book. The Sunshine versus Grumpy trope. But also, this is brother's best friend, right? So Alex is Ava's brother's best friend, and how they get close is that her brother basically asks Alex, hey, can you please take care of my sister while I'm gone, because I have to leave. He had to leave for something. And so Alex finally agrees. Is like, fine, whatever, I'll do that. And this girl tests this guy. This girl tests this guy in the beginning of this book. It's so funny to watch. It's like this 20-something-year-old who's basically looking after a teenager. She's not a teenager, but the way she acts is like very rebellious, very teenish. It's cool. It's lovely to read. I like that. I love their relationship. I love their relationship before they got together. I love their relationship when they were together. It was just the bestest thing ever. Let's get into the setup. So like I said, Ava's brother asks Alex, hey, listen, they're best friends. They've been friends for a long time. And so he's the one who's been looking after her sister. And so finally he has to leave for something that he can't control. And he goes, hey, listen, since I'm leaving, I'm going to need you to please take care of my sister. You need to watch her, watch out for her. Please, 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 please be the person that she can go to, the way she can come to me, right? And of course, Alex begrudgingly says, sure, whatever, I'll do it, because of course Josh is his best friend. The brother's name is Josh. Josh is his best friend. It's like, it's whatever, it's fine, I'll do it. I'll take care of your baby sister. In the beginning, of course, it starts as this him being overprotective, because of course he's got to take care of this girl. He's got to take care of this girl. He's been tasked with taking care of her, so he's taking good care of her. I'm like, half the time I'm like, so cool. Anyway, this then blossoms into something else, because their chemistry is undeniable. It's undeniable. Their chemistry is just there. Okay. My mom has a word or a term that she uses, not term, a phrase that she uses whenever whenever you can like sense the chemistry between two people. If you're like watching a movie or watching a show, or like maybe we're walking in town or wherever, and she sees two people who are in love where their chemistry is like real palpable, she'll say "Bachisari pampiri," and loosely translates that they're burning papers. I felt that way about this book. I was like, oh my goodness, do I need to hide? Do I need to give them some privacy? But their chemistry was very palpable. I really, really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. It was cool. The thing that we learn with these people individually is that he has a lot of secrets that he's keeping. Alex has a amount of secrets, and some Ava does not know. And Ava is also struggling with her own pain. She is struggling with her own wounds from the past. And in the beginning they don't really talk about these things. They're both unaware of what the other is going through. Alex Owana fela moto and Ava is just seeing this guy who thinks he's her dad, who wants to control her basically. It's crazy, but I like it. Until the core conflict in this book. Because of course there has to be. As I've learned with Ana Huang, there has to be. I don't know about the other series because I haven't read any other books by her. But as I've come to learn in this series, there's always some kind of conflict going on, and I love it. Alex does not believe that he deserves to be loved, and that's a big thing, right? And Ava, on the other hand, absolutely refuses to give up on him because she's like, bruh, I'm here. He also has this need to constantly be in control of his entire life. Like in every aspect of his life, he wants to be in control. And Ava, on the other hand, has this sense of wanting freedom all the time, not wanting to be chained. She's like a bird and she just wants to fly away into whichever direction the wind blows her. She does not like rigidity. She does not like the idea of being stuck in one place or not being able to do what she wants. And this really makes them clash. The dynamic is a very weird one where the one person's like, woo, wanna be free, and the other person's like, I wish you would stop. I wish you would stop and listen. I wish you would walk the straight and narrow. Not in the literal sense of like the straight and narrow, like the way we know it, because we all know Alex did things that would put anyone in a very weird state around him. I'd be scared to be around Alex. I don't know how. Okay, well, I guess she doesn't know everything that he's done, and so that's fine. But it's a crazy thing. Okay, it's crazy. They clash in that way, and of course, it ends up being a big part of their relationship, even as they're dating. And he has to bail her out of situations where she went looking for freedom. And he was in control and was like, don't do it. And she went and did it. And it's like, now I have to clean up your mess. That part of the book, I don't want to ruin it for anyone who has not read it, but that part of the book really had me in a chokehold. That part of the book had me in a chokehold because I was like, oh my goodness, are they going to get out of this ever? And they did. Something that I picked up on with their love is that it's very healing, but also very destructive. For both of them, okay? For both of them, it was that weird kind of love where it's like they're helping each other heal. Their love was like transformative, but also a little destructive, you know? Like I'm gonna heal you, but I'm also I might destroy you. Yeah, it was a fun trope. I loved reading it. It was different from what I've read in the past. One of the themes that I came across is trauma and healing. Both of these people are trying to heal from their past trauma in very different ways, and In my opinion, this made it a little difficult to navigate their relationship, because both of these people are in very weird spaces where they're healing, where they remember things from the past that are painful, and they're not really talking about it. They're not really working through these things together. So each one has to heal, and they come together, and it's a whole hot mess. It's a hot mess, but it's so beautiful to watch. It's definitely my guilty pleasure. In real life, I'm not a fan of people who are both traumatized, or anyone who's still dealing with trauma, has not really healed from it, being with anyone else. But in this book, I was like, this is a delicious trauma. This is so much lovely drama. I loved it. I had a lot of fun reading this. I can't imagine anyone in real life going through this, because if they were, I would tell them, both him and her, y'all should not be in a relationship. Y'all should not. There's a bug again. If these were my friends, either one of them, I'd tell maybe you guys need to, I don't know, not be together for a while, because both of y'all are being toxic towards each other. Both of y'all need to go heal. But in the book, it was so good. I was like, so glad these are not real people. And then the next theme is control versus vulnerability. Mostly on his side. He is this person who is absolutely always in control and emotionally frozen almost, and never shows emotions. And that, of course, makes it a problem for them, and he needs to learn to be a little bit more vulnerable, which I think is the most important thing in relationships. I don't know. Hold on. I need to go find bug spray for this bug. Okay, found the bug spray. So Alex needs to learn to be a little bit more vulnerable. Stop being in control. Life is not all about being in control, brother. So he needs to learn this, and he needs to learn to be a little bit more vulnerable. And I feel like that's the only way relationships work. If both people are willing to be emotional and vulnerable with one another. And unfortunately, he was not being that way. He was not being that way, which is absolutely insane. Next theme is forgiveness. So both of these characters are already in a position where they have to learn to forgive someone for something that they did, for whatever they did, whoever caused them this trauma, right? Which is already a difficult task to do. It's a difficult thing to do. It's difficult for Alex not to want to avenge himself. It's difficult for Ava to feel okay, to be okay with this thing that happened to her, right? And it does not help that they discover that they have been lied to, right? She discovers that the person who told her the story had been lying to her, and that they were the one who had done them wrong. And Alex also discovers that the person who'd been feeding them lies is the one who actually betrayed him the way that he had. It is a crazy thing. I want you guys to go read this book. And the last theme, which is perhaps a running theme at this point. Okay, it's not really a running theme because it's just been 2 books that have been this way so far. Is that their love is transformative, like I was saying. So it's not about being perfect. It's about growing. It's about allowing yourself to go from being a certain way to being a different way, and being better, basically being better. And it's cool, but they're adults, so I expect it. In the past book, the book that I reviewed last time, which was Everything by Nicola Yoon, which, fun fact, I actually started the other book. I started The Sun Is Also a Star this morning, and I'm like an eighth of the way done with the book already. It wasn't even this one, it was this afternoon, and I only read for an hour, so it was cool. But anyway, their love is transformative. Their love is they grow. they grow from the people that they were to the people that they are in the end of the book, and it is absolutely incredible to watch. My favorite thing about their love story is how I kind of got to see their growth in the other books as well. The other books are right there. The second one, the third one, and the fourth one being this green one. I got to see how they were and how they grew throughout those books. So it was very cool. I'm glad that they were the first couple that Anna wrote about, because they just so happened to also be my favorite couple. They just so happened to be my favorite couple. This book was absolutely a 5-star, 4.5 maybe star read, and I absolutely love it. If you're ever looking for just one book in this series to read, I'd say read this book. This book gives you the trauma in bite sizes. The others are not so much. This book is lovely. I love this book, and I want everybody to read this book. And if I had to recommend just one book out of all the 4 books in the series, I would definitely recommend this book. Also because it's the first book and it sets the tone for everything else. So if you are looking to get this series, absolutely do that. But if you can only get one of the books, get this one first. Also because this is the first book. And the other books basically build on top of this one. So if you have this one, then you have a lot of the background information that you might need. It's not like you can't read the others as standalones. You can, because each one covers 2 different people, but reading this book first will give you a nice intro into this universe of theirs. This book is dark, it is emotional and deeply romantic, and alongside the brother's best friend trope and the grumpy and sunshine trope, there's also the trauma healing trope, like I mentioned. It is very, very beautifully written. It is painful, it is emotional, it is romantic. I absolutely loved it. The passion, the pain. It's very, very beautiful. I cried reading this book. There are parts of this book that made me cry. I cried big tears. And I was so shocked. I was so shocked because I had not expected to cry, but I cried and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm crying. Can't believe I'm crying, but here we are. I cried reading this book multiple times, and it was absolutely beautifully written, which I hadn't seen a lot about this book. I had not seen a lot of reviews, had not seen a lot of people talking about this book before, except people who like saying that they read the book, but nobody had ever talked about it in detail. And I had watched them, so I didn't know what to expect, which is my favorite thing to do. I love going into books a little blind, not knowing what's going on, save for whatever's on the back. And this book lived up and exceeded my expectation. Okay, it was a beautiful book. It was well written. 10 out of 10 to Ana Huang. I absolutely admire her. Okay, I absolutely admire her. My favorite part of the video, which is also my saddest part of the video because it means the video is coming to an end. But my favorite part of the video is when I tell you guys the core message that I take from the book. The one thing, or at least 1 or 2 things that I take away from the book. And this week's message is love does not fix you, but it can help you face yourself, which is testament to what happened in this book. More so on his part, but her too. It's been absolutely beautiful. And the second thing that I learned is that sometimes the most difficult thing is not falling in love, but it is knowing or recognizing that you deserve love, right? And that is a big part. That is a big part. I want to say for both of them, honestly, not just him, but I think for both of them. And I really learned quite a lot from these characters and how they grew from their trauma. It is absolutely admirable. 10 out of 10 again to Miss Ana Huang. I am impressed. I am absolutely impressed. If I could write this well, I would. I don't know. I would be so thankful. I'll be so happy. But anyway, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope that you guys have loved it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends, and make sure to hit the subscribe button to join the family, and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter at _smangela_. Also, follow me on Goodreads. Let's be friends on Goodreads. I think it'll be very fun to see what everybody else is reading, and if you're interested to see the kind of books that are on my TBR and the kind of books that I've read in the past, it'll be a very good place for you to start. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all so much, all the way to the moon, around the sun. Bye.